Workforce development is the process of identifying and addressing the needs of a local labor force to improve productivity and competitiveness. This includes planning, training, and developing policies and educational programs to enhance the region's economic stability and prosperity. It's our job at Michigan Works West Central to ensure individuals have the training they need to succeed in the workforce. We also prioritize our employer partners to make sure their talent and training needs are being met through the local labor force. Michigan's vision is to promote a flexible, innovative, and effective workforce system that supports a demand-driven structure and assists unemployed individuals find financial independence. Since 1974, Michigan Works West Central's team of dedicated staff has worked tirelessly to meet the needs of every individual who has walked through our doors and help every business we've worked with find success.
What drew me to Michigan Works, it really wasn't even called Michigan Works at that point. In fact, it was called the Local Government Services Center, and actually it was on campus of Fair State University, and got grants to do a variety of things, partnering with, I think, 6 community colleges, and we provided all kinds of what I'll call technical assistance to cities, counties, and townships in northern Michigan.
It was the forerunner to Michigan Works West Central that I met Paul and Bruce, and we all started working on this common goal of increasing the talent of our local residents to be more employable.
Our organization began in 1974 under the Federal Comprehensive Employment and Training Act, CETA, which consisted of 32 separate entities providing services throughout Michigan. Originally, we were known as the North Central Michigan Manpower Consortium and provided service in Lake, Mason, Mecosta, Newaygo, and Osceola counties. The first 2 years of the organization were led by a man named Bruce Jacobs. The next 43 years were led by Paul Griffith, who served as executive director from 1976 until his retirement in 2019, which is when I took over as executive director.
It was in 1977, when we, I'll say, broke away from Ferris and formed our own corporation. And at that point, it was called North Central Michigan Manpower and Training Consortium, which is a mouthful.
During our first 50 years, we saw several changes to the federal workforce legislation under which we operate. CETA changed to the Job Training Partnership Act in 1982, which later became the Workforce Investment Act in 1998. Finally, in 2014, the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, under which we currently operate, was enacted. To ensure continuity of service and collective influence, the different agencies providing workforce development services throughout the state came together in 1987 to form the Michigan Works Association, which we have operated under ever since. The number of Michigan Works agencies further reduced from 24 to 16 in 2015 when Governor Rick Snyder created the Prosperity Regions. It was at that time Michigan Works West Central acquired Oceana County, creating the 6-county region we serve today.
My first meeting, the chairman resigned. They appointed a new chair that day. The board was not real organized yet, but that chair lasted only 5 or 6 months, and then they asked me if I would chair the board.
I joined the board in 1999 at the request of Paul Griffiths. He came in my office and asked for a representative from Lake County that was an employer. Well, at the time we were expanding our area. The Lake Osceola State branch had gone to Reed City, which was our second Osceola County location, and I just felt like this would have been a good chance to be in touch with factors that affected our industry, as well as meeting people that are in similar jobs and other employers from nearby counties that would give me a chance to broaden my knowledge of the area.
I had the opportunity to serve with a lot of wonderful people. We had a great board. It took a few years to get established, but we had excellent people on there. And here I am, just a farm boy running a metal fab shop in with a lot of prominent people. And I just felt so privileged to be there.
With the guidance of our Workforce Development Board and local elected officials board, we have forged lasting bonds with local governments and our employer partners, which has led to a stronger workforce throughout the region. We have aided in attracting countless new businesses and manufacturers to the region, as well as worked with local partners to expand existing businesses with the help of our various training programs and services. Our board members have supported our efforts every step of the way. In our first 50 years, we have had the privilege of having a wide variety of board members come and go. Most served for a few years, however, some have served on our board for decades. Thank you to everyone who we have worked with along the way, from job seekers and employers to board members and training providers. We truly value your partnership. It is because of you that we are able to be successful.
My fondest memories, and the thing I like most about being on the board, is hearing from the individuals and their success stories.
I am always pleased when I see that the program remains focused on helping to develop people from where they're at to a place where they actually can acquire employment and that will pay them a wage that allows them to actually enjoy the American dream.
When I hear about the many success stories, my first thought is, wow, my staff did that. I have an amazing team and they just changed that person's life. It's very heartwarming for me to reflect back on the success stories, knowing that my team did that. They made a difference in a person's life.
That's the real objective of this, to be able to give people opportunities that otherwise would not have had those opportunities.
There was a young woman from Lake County who had some challenges, and she just was so thankful that an employer had taken a chance on her. I'm sure it happens more often even than I hear about as a board member, but that's the reason we should exist, and when you get told that it does work and the system's working, it's rewarding, very rewarding.
As we celebrate our first 50 years of workforce development, Michigan Works West Central is preparing for the future. Our business services team is reaching more businesses than ever before, helping them to identify areas for improvement, applying for Going Pro Talent Fund training grants, and helping them to utilize our other available services, like the Sector Strategies Employer-Led Collaborative, Incumbent Worker Training, and more. Together with our talent specialists team, they are continually looking for ways to improve our already wildly successful hiring parties, which saw a record number of both job seekers and participating employers this year. We also hold our own USDOL registered apprenticeship standards and continue to grow the number of apprenticeship pathways available to area businesses who may not have the capacity to set up an apprenticeship on their own. Michigan Works West Central is reaching more young adults than ever before, setting their futures up for success. Our annual My Career Quest event continues to grow every year, helping the next generation of workforce to learn about career paths available in our region. Our Young Professionals and JMG programs also are connecting with youth ages 14 to 24 to prepare them for the workforce and to set them up for self-sustaining success. Our managers are consistently looking for ways for our frontline staff to improve their skill sets, to improve our collective ability to serve participants. We are sharing record numbers of success stories with our board, the state, and on social media. Michigan Works West Central is more visible in the communities we represent than ever before. Everyone on our team is representing our organization to best of their ability, which drives traffic to our website and into our doors.
Given what I see in the next 50 years is change at a faster pace than it has been in the last 50.
It's going to be a lot of changes, and we've just got to be able to flow with them and accept them, adopt the changes, and move forward.
I think that Michigan Works West Central has demonstrated that it will be able to rise to whatever the challenges are, but having training opportunities for people to grow or to start businesses here, Michigan Works will have a place. I'm certain of that.
No matter what the future brings, I know Michigan Works West Central staff will be ready, and they're going to provide those services with the best customer service ever.
And for this community, one of the key things is we have to not export labor. We cannot export talent. We need to have jobs available for people here in our community. And it's something, we have to keep working with, but we have to make sure that we have jobs available for anybody that wants to stay in this community and have a good paying job.
Staff are there and willing to assist in any way they can. If you need help with a resume, job searching, or if you're interested in training, stop in, have the conversation with the staff, take the chance, you'll be glad that you did it.
In terms of advice, in terms of people who need to come, is follow through. Follow through. As Woody Allen was famously known for saying, 80% of success is showing up. And I think that is a true statement. It's very frustrating when people come in, tell you where they're at and what they need and their situation. Staff works hard at coming up with options and giving them supports, and then they don't follow through. So follow through and be committed.
Our organization would not be as successful as it is today without everyone doing their best day in and day out. I know our team will be ready for whatever changes, challenges, technologies, and projects come our way. I'm looking forward to our next 50 years.
I am Michigan Works West Central.
I am Michigan Works West Central.
I am
Michigan Works.
Michigan Works.
Michigan Works
West Central.
West Central.
I am Michigan Works West Central.